Okay. Hi, I'm Nick.
I'm Lawrence.
Welcome to the Nick and Lawrence Show. Well, welcome back. Welcome to our second Zoom teleconferencing video chat of our vlog. And we are going to talk about a lot of stuff, but focused on Disneyland, right? We're going to talk about Disneyland mostly. That'll be what our video is about, because as of this recording, in 2 days, the 17th?
The 17th on Friday, yeah.
Yep, on Friday, the 17th of July is the, what is it, 64th?
65th.
65th anniversary. All right, I'm just testing Lawrence. So we're going to talk about the 65th anniversary of Disneyland, which is coming up, which will be about the time that I upload this. So that is, gosh, 65 years. That Walt died at 66, right?
Yes, 66. So he had the park for 11 years.
Yeah. So the park is almost as old as him.
Yep.
Or as he was when he died.
As he was when he died.
Yeah, it's crazy. Well, where do you want to start?
Oh, where should we start? Well, I know that from other vlogs, it does sound like Downtown Disney, which is doing a soft opening right now in our state. I've got some really cool merchandise and stuff. I'm hoping that they'll do some sort of virtual online 65th anniversary, since the park was supposed to open, but due to certain, things that have happened, they're not going to open up for a while. But have been catching up to what's been going on with Disney World. They are open, and their certain parks are open. So that's been cool to see vloggers, getting, see how that's going. So
yeah,
it's been exciting. But yeah, so there's really cool merchandise. Just kind of thought we could look back maybe at highlights of memories that we've done of Disneyland in the last few years and stuff.
okay.
And highlights and stuff, or whatever we want to do.
Yeah, sounds good.
So I'm trying to think where we go with some of the fun stuff. I guess I'll go back to a picture that I had of me at Disneyland. Oops, that is not what I wanted to do. Let's try that again. Photo galleries. We are going to actually, this is a picture I did just a while ago. This is a layout of Disneyland when I was there last year, of all the characters.
Those were all from last year?
All from last year.
Okay, cool.
Yep. So those are some cool.
Yeah, you got a picture with a lot of them.
Yep. Yeah, that was just last year, but then it's really fun to see Disneyland, because I'd been to Disneyland at least. The earliest for me as an adult was 2004,
Mm-hmm.
Which is kind of cool because we can, we can go. Let's see, where is it? Vintage. State Fair. Well, this picture is a favorite of mine. This one, oops. Okay. Obviously, that one didn't want to work. Okay, well, here's one from 2008.
Okay.
This is 2008 when I was at Disneyland.
Mickey's wearing a jumpsuit?
What?
Mickey's wearing a tracksuit, looks like.
It was the standard suit that he always wears, but that was 2008. It looks like the outfit that he would wear for the 60th anniversary.
That's cool. Yeah, you've got a lot more Disneyland memories than I do, because I went a lot when I was younger. when I lived in Southern California. But the last time that I went prior to just 3 years ago was when I was 14. So
Okay.
2017 is when we went with a group, and that was the first
Yeah.
time I've been in 20 years. A lot had changed, so it was like a whole new experience.
Right.
Yeah, so California Adventure was all new to me, and Disneyland was like completely. I mean, it was nice because it was like I was the first time, like I was experiencing it all for the first time, and we had a fun group that we went that year, so it was fun. That kind of revitalized my Disney obsession, at least prior to this year. Last year,
Yeah.
Disney. Uh,
And so here is the 60th anniversary Mickey Mouse that was done 5 years. He looks fairly similar to what they were doing in 2008. I think it was like a dreams come true kind of a theme for the Disneyland park in that last picture I was showing. That was kind of a cool
mhm.
picture. I've also my autograph book from the last time I was at Disneyland with all of the different characters and everything.
Yeah, you just got that last year, right?
Yep, yep.
Yeah.
So this is just all the different Rafiki, which was a fun character.
Uh,
That was really fun last year. I'll share a picture. This is what Rafiki looked like um, last year when I went to Disneyland. Let me see if I can pull him up. Let's see here. Where is Disneyland? Oh, there we go. Rafiki. He's somewhere. Hmm. Let's see here. We will. Here he is. So there I am with Rafiki.
oh yeah, have fun. Yeah, that's a fun costume.
Yeah.
Pretty talented to sign like that. Wearing is he wearing clothes?
Yeah. This was at the that was at the character breakfast.
Uh, okay, that's cool.
Yep.
Yeah, remember when we went. You we were walking around, and you stood in line to get autograph, and then by the time you got up there, she was done.
Oh yeah, that Minnie Mouse. I think I've got that particular picture.
Like you couldn't get her autograph, but
I couldn't get the autograph, but I could get a picture with her, or at least say hello to her.
uh-huh.
Let's see here, that was our 2017 trip, which I, let's see here. I think I got it. Yeah, here it is. Oops, unsupported document type.
Oh,
That's kind of frustrating that that picture didn't work.
oh, bummer.
That's the challenges of Zoom.
Yeah, that's okay. Well, if you want to send it to me,
Yeah, I'll
um,
send it in. We'll edit it in.
show you right here. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, and then I don't think you got a lot. No, you got a few autographs that year when you're walking around. I think um, you got Winnie the
Yeah,
Pooh. Yeah,
I got one or two, but when you have a large group like ours, it
mm,
makes it a challenge to, hit the whole park.
yeah, yeah. I know. I didn't get any. It wasn't really my plan to get any autographs, but it was fun walking around with you. And I remember you got Goofy's autograph in Toontown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of my favorite pictures, if I can get it pulled up, is the Splash Mountain, which is kind of my favorite ride. See if I can.
We'll talk about that, right?
Yeah, we'll talk about that. Let's see here. Go all the way to. See if we can find Disneyland 2019.
You get your pictures organized.
Yeah, I made sure all of my outlets apparently. See if I can find some may not. I'm not sure. one of those things where it's always interesting to see what I can pull up and what I can't.
Uh-huh. Yeah. You would think you'd be able to show everything.
Yeah,
And maybe if you were using it, it'd be different.
yeah. Let's see if this Space Mountain picture. No, looks like some of them, and I kind of figured that. Um, some of the pictures, because they were Disney pictures that the people at Disney took, they're not
Must be the format.
format or something.
Hmm. Yeah. And because you're not doing a real screen share, like if you were on a computer, it probably would work, but that's
Yeah.
okay.
Well, some of them work because I downloaded them from Facebook. So
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So whatever photos you want to show, just send me.
yeah.
I'll put that one here too.
Okay. This one is. Let's see if this one will work. Yeah, this one works.
There you go. That's cool.
That one I really like.
Yeah, that's a lot. That was a character breakfast.
Yeah, it was a character breakfast in 2008, and that was probably one of the few times that I had done where we got the characters all together in one shot. Very rarely you go to Disneyland and you get that.
Yeah. Well, okay. We're showing the picture you have of Splash Mountain right here,
Yeah.
but then segueing into that, let's talk about Splash Mountain.
Yeah.
Yeah. So tell me how you feel about this. For those who don't know, they're changing Splash Mountain because it's outdated and references movie that's not even available in the U.S. and it's somewhat controversial. So they're in the works of changing it to Princess and the Frog, right?
So my understanding is that the mountain name will be, as far as I can tell, it will still be Splash Mountain. The inside of the ride and the way I kind of viewed it is it'll be a Splash Mountain theme. I was kind of talking about this with my nephew, and I said, it makes sense because what you'll probably see is you'll see references. And I've seen this done with a lot of Disney rides, and this has happened a lot more in Florida than it has been in Anaheim, where they'll make a reference or two from a previous ride and say, we're not going to get rid of this totally, but we want visitors to know that this was once here. Now, I have a feeling because the name will still be Splash Mountain, you'll still go and do the ride, but it'll tell the story of Tiana and Prince Naveen and those characters. And I kind of was trying to visit, because I went back to watch the movie and said, okay, how could they do it and give the same spinoff as the original Splash Mountain when it was based off of Songs in the South?
Mm-hmm.
So it'll still be a mountain ride. You'll still get in the log. You'll have, my thoughts are, you'll just see the characters and you have like the Shadow Man be the kind of the villain the way Bear Fox was and stuff, and you'll go and turn into the frog. And it makes sense because you go and Splash Mountain and the log ride itself makes perfect sense with Princess and the Frog because you're going to go down the waterfall as if you were to be a frog anyway.
Right. Well,
but the concept of it, I think, is going to be there, and you'll probably see some old animatronic animals from the original ride blended in with the new stuff. So that's kind of how I'm seeing it, and I'm down for a change. I think that'll make a lot of sense. You'll still get the African American culture in there, and I think you get a little bit of a facelift and stuff, but I think you're going to feel the same way as if it had been Songs of the South, but you'll get a story that everybody recognizes since we've never really gotten a commercial release. I think there may be a VHS out there somewhere that may have been released from the UK or whatever back in the 80s that people could get.
Mm-hmm.
So if you were raised in the 80s, you might have been able to get a UK VHS. It's not like our DVDs and Blu-rays where you get foreign languages and yet whenever playing on an American DVD player. I've got a friend who said that they actually have a real legit VHS copy of Songs of the South that was put out there for merchandise in the 80s or maybe late 70s. So they exist, but yeah, and VHS, you can play that on any uh, VHS machine that you can get your hands on.
Yeah, I know that a lot of people are, it's mixed, right? A lot of people are
Right,
excited, for different reasons, and a lot of people are not happy because they really like Splash Mountain. And
right,
uh, I think it's based on the one concept photo, at least that I've seen. It looks like it's. I mean, it's going to be pretty cool because the whole movie pretty much plays in the swamp, right? And they've
right.
got, and it's night at nighttime pretty much, so they've got the lights and the bugs and the music, and like I like Princess and the Frog. I think it's a fun movie. Um, so I think it'll be fun to see how they do it. I think
Right.
it this will probably turn it more into something like Pirates of the Caribbean.
Right.
You might have more animatronics and scenes on the side.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
you're still gonna have that large drop when you come out. Like I said, the mountain name is not going to, as far as I could tell, it's not going to change because the Splash Mountain doesn't have anything, related to what you're going to get on the inside of the ride.
right. Yeah,
Because Splash Mountain does, to me, I was like, well, what's Splash Mountain? And you get in your phone, like, oh, it's this.
yeah,
I mean, it's kind of like in Pirates of the Caribbean. You didn't know until you go and tell somebody that they changed certain scenes within the ride over the years. I mean, it's still Pirates of the Caribbean. Like they took out one scene and then they took another, but it's still the same Pirates ride that you've
yeah.
come to. But somebody will never know unless you tell them and say this particular scene
Right.
was taken out, and nobody will ever know. So I think Splash Mountain, you're going to be like, so what's Splash Mountain? It's kind of like Space Mountain. Now, Space Mountain has had different you
Hmm.
know, things, different themes over the years.
Yeah.
Last year was Hyperspace Mountain, and
Right. Yeah, they update it all the time on the inside.
yeah, but I mean, the original was Space Mountain, so I don't. That would have been cool to have gone back, and I never heard the stories of what Space Mountain really was like in the '70s when it opened.
Uh-huh.
And then Splash Mountain is only, as far as I know, I guess it's 31 years old. So Splash Mountain opened in
89,
'89.
yeah.
Yeah, so there's a lot of cool rides and stuff to go on and do.
Mm,
So yeah, I'm trying to think of all the favorite rides and stuff
yeah.
that I've done.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of the roller coaster ones, which is mostly California adventure. Uh, but I like Indiana Jones and um, the Pirates of the Caribbean, and I like the Haunted Mansion. And not, I haven't really done Space Mountain. I did it once when I was younger, but yeah, I don't really like. It's not really my cup of tea. I do like the Cars ride
Right.
um, in California Adventure, and there's a lot of fun things at Disneyland. One of the things you showed me, the secret extra ride you get when you go on the train.
Oh,
Right?
well, that's something that's been there. One of the videos that's on Disney Plus, and we kind of talked about it. It's yeah, it's on this one, the Disneyland Secret Stories of Magic. The on disc 2 and what's on Disney Plus is Disneyland Around the Season, and you'll actually get to see the dinosaur thing. Now that started as a thing for the Disney's World's Fair. There's several rides and attractions that got
Mhm.
added to Disneyland because of the World's Fair. And on the Disneyland Secrets of Magic on disc 2, which they talk about, they actually did an episode where they went to the New York's World's Fair, and then things like It's a Small World and the Mr. Lincoln exhibit and the dinosaur thing and stuff. Now it's really interesting to think, well, where do you put the dinosaurs at Disneyland, because they're so huge and they needed a place. So the only way you can really see them is if you take the train that goes the whole way around from Main Street back to Main Street. You have to take a full trip, or you can get on at certain stops. I think Tomorrowland you have to get on the Tomorrowland stop, and then you can go from there and then see them.
Yeah.
But yeah, some of those exhibits. are really the dinosaur thing is my favorite. I'm gonna,
I like riding the train and seeing that in the tunnel. Well, I know we're just doing this on my lunch.
Oh.
It's o'clock, and I got to get back here pretty.
Oh,
I know more we can talk about, and I think
I think
Nolan starting his.
we've got some of these topics, and I think we'll have to maybe do a part 2 or something.
We got to follow up next
Up.
more talking about Disneyland because the 65 years is pretty big. It's a pretty big deal.
Yeah,
It's that it happened.
pretty big topic. We'll probably we're gonna wrap it up. I think maybe we'll do maybe a part 2, maybe in the month since we are on the 65th, and we'll come back and we'll think of more things to talk about, and we'll just write things down on paper and stuff before we get on Zoom, and we'll come up with extra topics.
Yep, I think it's a good deal.
I mean, you and I, we both have things to share and things that were fascinating from our park experience and stuff. And
yeah.
So on that note, I think we'll wrap up for this this week. I'm Lawrence.
I'm Nick.
And remember to like and ring our notification bell, subscribe, check our Instagram page, and we'll see you next time.
All right, cool. We'll see you guys.